You can wave if you'd like.
Hi, my name is Alexis-Skye Smith, and hopefully by the end of this speech, the audience will know why students should not be given homework. Students should not have homework because kids have outside activities, kids are already in school for 8 hours, and kids need to focus on their personal health. Have you ever stayed up or had to cancel plans because of schoolwork or homework? Well, I definitely have. Students should not be given homework because they need time to rewind, have fun, and socialize. Today, we will discuss first student activities, next student hours, and then student personal health. Thankfully, my high school does not give homework, and I still find myself doing work outside of school. I had a project at school that I didn't get done in class, so I had to take it home to finish it. I still had other work, so I was up till about 3 a.m. to get that project done. I can only imagine how much later I would have to stay up if my other classes have given homework. First, I'm going to talk about students' activities. Let's start off with student athletes. These students participate in school sports, which can take place after school hours, whether that be practice, games, or other sport activities. These students may have activities they participate in, like band, student council, NHS, certain other clubs, and maybe even other sports, which can also take up quite a lot of time. Students that are participating in these school activities don't have much time to themselves, especially time for homework. According to the Children's Environment and Behavioral Participation in Extracurricular Activities by Christian Moore, 83% of all children from ages 6 to 17 participate in at least one extracurricular activity, including clubs, sports, and lessons. That is 83% of students that will not have time to complete homework without taking some personal care away. On top of that 83% of students, most of them will have activities that don't relate to school. This could be playing a sport for a club or rec team, taking care of siblings or loved ones, and having a job. For example, I play for my high school team, my high school soccer team, and I play for a travel team in Georgetown. There were times where I would spend over an hour after school just playing for my high school soccer team, and then after that practice I would grab my stuff, run home, get cleaned up the best I could, and then drive to Georgetown to play another round of soccer. I wouldn't even get back till 10 p.m. Next, I'm going to talk about student school hours. I usually wake up for school between 6:30 or 7 a.m. This gives me about an hour or so to get ready, take care of the dogs, and drive to school. But what about the kids that ride the bus? For the kids that ride the bus, they probably wake up around 6 maybe even earlier to catch their bus so we can all get started at 8 a.m. and end at 4 p.m. That is 8 hours of school time. Now I know there's lunch breaks and passing periods, so let's say 6 to 7 hours of continuous learning. This is more than enough time dedicated to learning, so why add more work? According to This Is Why We Should Stop Giving Homework by Chris McNutt, on average teenagers spend about an hour a day completing homework, which is about 30 to 45 minutes. After spending 7 hours of learning, you will have to do an extra hour depending on how many classes you are taking. This is too much work for kids who are young and supposed to be having fun. I mean, these kids learn about 6 to 7 hours a day for 5 days a week, maybe even more. It's surely enough time at school, and there's no need to give students extra work. Finally, I will discuss students' personal care. Relating this to what I previously talked about, school is long, hard, and exhausting. This can cause students to get tired and be unmotivated. Students get stressed out about their grades and can cause them to act out, so they need their afternoon time to take breaks from school and focus on themselves. At least 37% of high schoolers face mental health issues or struggles due to school, said the Pew Research Center. Now, you might be thinking 37% is not a lot, but there shouldn't be any student facing mental health issues because of school. This shows that school by itself is draining, so why add more? According to the importance of free time for kids, studies show that children who are overscheduled often feel overwhelmed and pressured, and that can lead to numbers of problems, including behavioral issues and emotional challenges. If students don't have enough time to themselves or time to rewind and relax, it can cause behavioral and emotional issues, which can cause them to fail in school. Students should not be given homework because they need time to rewind, have fun, and socialize. Now to review. First, we talked about student activities, then we talked about student school hours, and finally we talked about students' personal health. Homework might be an innocent piece of paper to help you improve in school, but it can also be the reason a student fails.